Gordeeva.
Plaza Civic Center in Rapid City, South Dakota, this is Pandora's unforgettable holiday moments on ice.
Hey everybody, I'm Brian Boitano, along here with Chip Davis, the founding member of Mannheim Steamroller, and today we have a great holiday celebration with some of the best skaters in the world, as well as the music of Mannheim Steamroller.
Well, thank you, Brian. I'd have to say it's a great pleasure for us to be here. You know, Mannheim Steamroller has been performing holiday music since 1984, and it's a tremendous pleasure for us to be able to be performing with all of you Olympic greats. We've always taken great pride in not only our original music, but also our creative and unique approaches to the old classic Christmas carols, many of which you'll hear today, including Silent Night, which of course, Brian, you'll get to skate to today.
I do, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm also looking forward to taking to the ice with some Olympic celebrated champions like Ilia Kulik and his wife, Ekaterina Gordeeva, two of the most beautiful classic skaters. We also have Jeremy Abbott, who is the U.S. national men's champion.
That's right, Brian. And Jeremy will be skating to my classic arrangement of Good King Wenceslas. And we also will have the entire skating cast skating to Angels We Have Heard on High.
Yeah, and we're all looking forward to that. But maybe just for tonight, we should change the name to Angels We Have Heard on Ice. Huh?
Sure.
All right. Well, still to come, we have some great performances from an incredible cast that includes Yuka Sato, Joseph Sabavchik, Jennifer Robinson, Naomi Lang, and Peter Chernychev. So stick around.
Some of the most unforgettable moments in my life would have to be my two children.
My wedding anniversary. There's so many different moments in life to celebrate. Pandora jewelry has a special way of celebrating life.
Pandora really creates that unique opportunity to be able to tell a life story within a piece of jewelry. When you start with adding one of the charms for something special for that individual and add to it.
I would love to give it to my daughter and to try to teach her to appreciate and treasure those little moments which really make your life rich. It would be great to see that bracelet grow and develop with her life.
Pandora's jewelry is not just beautiful, but it gives you such a gift of meaning and personality. You can create such a unique piece of jewelry that you can celebrate your life and wear every day that's beautiful. It's just such a wonderful gift to give or receive.
Still to come, Jumpin' Joe Sababchik, Naomi Lang and Peter Chernyshev, Brian Boitano. Pandora's unforgettable holiday moments on ice returns right after this.
Holiday and chocolate goes together. It's brilliant gift.
Ghirardelli chocolate is such a great gift because it comes in so many different flavors.
I love Ghirardelli chocolate. I often get their little squares as gifts for Christmas, and it's always a good present.
There's no life without chocolate.
What better gift to give and to receive is chocolate.
I don't think I can even go a day without chocolate. I tried, it didn't work.
Coming up, Jeremy Abbott, Brian Boitano, and more of the music of Mannheim Steamroller. You're watching Pandora's Unforgettable Holiday Moments on Ice.
Being the holidays, it's a very, very prominent time for wrapping and gift giving. When it comes down to finally getting to wrapping up all these gifts, I find that the gift inside is great, but what's on the outside is just as important too. I'm not a good gift wrapper, so I always try to make it look the best. The accessories from Scotch brands are going to make the process 10 times easier. When I have the Scotch brand pop-up tape, the tapes are already pre-cut. It's really easy to do. It's right there on my wrist, and basically put it on and good to go. They're really looking out for the busy family, the busy moms, the busy dads, and on trying to save time. When I do even find my scissors, you try to streamline the scissors through it and the paper gets all bunched up, but the Scotch brand cutter is just so much easier. All the Scotch brand products are big time savers, and when it comes to wrapping, everyone's very busy and they're looking to save time. So you can actually spend more time with your family, more time with your friends, and enjoying the holidays in the right spirit.
Coming up, Brian Boitano, Pandora's Unforgettable.
trees. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or anger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
As a kid, Christmas was always a very special time for me. I wanted to take the music of Christmas and do it the way I wanted to do it and arrange things in a Mannheim Steamroller kind of way. A lot of the musical material that I've chosen to arrange has been around for hundreds of years already. By taking them into newer arrangements, it gives them new legs. As I've put the Mannheim spin on it, it's allowed it to go on into the future, and hopefully it will help those Christmas carols live on indefinitely. The collaboration between skating and Mannheim works so fluidly because skating is such an art, and the type of music that we do seems to lend itself very well to skating. It's always been a tremendous kick to work with these incredible world-class athletes. The music that I create is created with the purpose of touching someone's heart and to entertain them. I've always believed that you need head and heart in all types of art.
come Naomi Lang and Peter Chernyshev, Ilia Kulik, Ekaterina Gordeeva, and Brian Boitano. Stick around.
The skating season is always in the middle of the holiday season, and I love spending time, the quality time with my family, and also our second family.
Anytime we're able to get around a table at any location at any time, it's always going to be a really great opportunity to share those stories, share those memories.
To share a nice meal, like a nice bucket of KFC, it is nice, and really enjoy this time together and enjoy a nice holiday moment.
It's always nice to catch up with friends that I haven't seen in a long time.
Sometimes it's just so difficult to get everybody together. You know, when you finally get everybody together and at the same place at the same time with a great meal, it's just those are the priceless moments. And there's no place better than that, than great food, great table, and, you know, just the family and friends.
Sitting together, eating, having a great time, talking, telling old stories, telling jokes. It's just so much fun to be, when I can be with my family on the holidays, it's so much fun to be with my second family.
Coming up, Yuka, Sato, and Jennifer Robinson. And later...
Everybody loves to celebrate the holidays, but there are so many great reasons to celebrate throughout the year.
I think through Pandora's jewelry, they really give you a chance to celebrate life.
When you give a gift such as Pandora's absolutely stunning bracelets, you can celebrate the individuality of that person through the creativity or how you see them.
It's sweet when you receive a gift that means something, that every charm has its meaning. It holds your heart and it's a warm gift.
It's a great way to say I love you too, just to give a charm and add it to the bracelet.
I think it's a really smart idea to create something so you can really get those little moments that you treasure together, put it on the bracelet, and really remind yourself every day how rich your life really is.
Giving my mom a Pandora bracelet is something that I think is really special because each charm is handpicked to celebrate the memories and the moments that we've all spent together as a family.
Coming up, Jeremy Abbott, and later, Ilia Kulik, Ekaterina Gordeeva, and
Championships this year. Coming in as the reigning title holder from the past 2 seasons, I would love to keep my title this year for a 3rd year. I've been working really hard this year. I have 2 brand new programs from 2 brand new choreographers for me. They're very different and unique. They're a lot more extroverted and a lot more powerful and strong. These programs will really come across the audience and really draw them in, as well as the judges. To stand on that podium at the United States Championships is a huge accomplishment, and it's not one that's taken lightly. If you can be successful in the US, it really holds a lot of weight and it means something. The United States has amazing talent. You have Adam Rippon, who is the 2010 Four Continents champion. There's Ryan Bradley and Brandon Morose, both who I've trained with previously, who have been on the national podium before and have been to the World Championships as well. There's a lot to look out for. We have a legacy, and it's not one that any of us take lightly. We all are very proud to be from the United States, and we are all very proud to represent our country. This US Championships is not going to be any exception at all.
The music, but most importantly, it's about spending time with family and friends.
Very true, Brian. In fact, it's really reflected in this next piece that we're going to play, which is a piece that I wrote for my oldest daughter, Kelly, when she was just 4 years old. That was a lullaby to help her fall asleep and have sweet Christmas Eve dreams.
Well, it's a very fitting track for our next skater, Ekaterina Gordeeva, who is here with her husband, Ilia Kulik, and their daughter, Lisa. So skating to Mannheim Steamrollers, A Christmas Lullaby, please welcome Ekaterina Gordeeva.
Brian Boitano and Mannheim Steamroller. You're watching Pandora's Unforgettable Holiday Moments on Ice.